everyone, and welcome back to Boardroom Beats. Today, I'm Amreen, and we have a very special guest here today, Dr. Shekhar Ashok Pawar. Dr. Pawar is the founder and CEO of Secure Claw Incorporated, a company dedicated to innovative cybersecurity solutions. He's also the visionary behind Grassdew IT Solutions, a firm that provides range of services from software solutions to cybersecurity and telecom solutions, catering especially to SME segment. As a certified professional in several cybersecurity disciplines, including ethical hacking and information systems auditing, Dr. Pawar brings a wealth of knowledge and experience to the table. Today, he is here to discuss the innovative business domain specific least cybersecurity controls implementation, or BDSLCCI framework, among other pressing topics in the realm of cybersecurity. So, Dr. Pawar, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you, Amreen, and thank you, SME CXO expert team and SMEVenture. So for inviting me, I know since a couple of weeks or more than that, you were doing follow, like I'm checking my availability. So thank you for having me here.
That's great, sir. So today we're looking forward to diving into your insights on cybersecurity and its impact on business performance. So to start off, could you explain the concept behind business domain, specifically cybersecurity controls implementation framework, and what inspired its creation?
So, I mean, actually, I was manager in Capgemini, and then I started new venture. I left the job. I was at a very good career position, and I switched my job to entrepreneurship. And I started Grassdew IT Solutions Private Limited, headquartered in Mumbai in January 2016. This company is basically working on software development as a Microsoft partner. Like we work with Azure, C#, and many such technologies, and we are expert in that domain. Apart from that, we started getting a lot of work in cybersecurity audits, like vulnerability assessment, penetration testing, as well as source code security audits. And we have done many audits internationally down the time of 8+ years now. Where we have done ATM machine audit of the banks, data center audits. We have done many VAPT activities for banking and many different applications and all. So I got very good exposure in the market while working in cybersecurity domain. And during pandemic, I got a lot of time to think what should be the proper solution for our market, because we are mostly working on services business. So I knew, like, with the services business, I can't scale much because it is totally dependent on the size of the team. So I wanted to switch into some kind of product or some kind of SaaS solution. Another thing, when I am working with the government and many small and medium enterprises, many startups, many large enterprises, I come to know like there are many standards available in market, but small businesses, generally small and medium scale businesses. Few countries call it as a SME, small and medium enterprise. Few countries call it as a small and medium business, SMB. Few countries call in India, we call it as a micro, small and medium enterprise, MSME. But depending on the revenue and the strength of the company as an employee and domain, the definition changes region to region. These companies are most vulnerable towards cyber attacks. And it is, according to NCSC, in 2019 statistic, 1 out of 2 small and medium business are actually vulnerable to cyber breach. And 43% of targeted attacks happening on the small businesses. And the small businesses which are undergoing cyber attack, 60% of them shut down their business down the time of 6 months, according to NCSC's report in 2019. It is because there are many penalties like GDPR, there are many privacy acts, many compliance requirements, which small and medium enterprises are lagging behind because they are not able to fulfill cybersecurity. And I took it as a subject of my doctorate studies. I did doctorate in this subject of BDSLCCI, Business Domain Specifically Cybersecurity Controls Implementation Framework of Cybersecurity for Small and Medium Enterprise. I did doctorate from SSBM Geneva, Switzerland. And during my research, actually, I got opportunity to interact with the top management of small and medium enterprises from 19 different countries. And these, according to their inputs, they are facing 3 major problems. First problem is they are saying we don't have enough funds. We don't have money to implement existing standards of cybersecurity. Secondly, they are saying, look, we don't have resources, skilled teammates. We are in manufacturing. We are actually an IT company, but we are only 4 or 20 people company. And we don't have money and we don't have resources to implement cybersecurity or maintain those. Third thing, they are saying the existing standards available in the market are generic in nature. They are talking about generic cybersecurity standard or controls, which are not talking about their business domain specific controls. They are talking about hundreds of controls to be implemented, and we are not able to find what is the return on investment because we are having limited budget, limited time, limited resources. What is the contribution these standards will do in our business growth or business goals? That is not clear. And if you look at these companies are very important for global economy, as they are like 90% of the businesses are small and medium businesses worldwide. And these companies are 400 million companies worldwide. And they are leading contributors towards GDP. 55% of global economy GDP is contributed by these companies. And 60 to 70% of employment opportunities are generated by these companies. So we need to protect them. We need to give them some kind of solution. That was my thought process. And that's why I created a new framework. I studied a lot. I spent a lot of time identifying the problem. I discussed with company owners and partners and CXOs. And I understood like these are the problems they are facing. Then I created an algorithm where we are taking into consideration of the defense in depth mechanism as well as mission critical asset protection. For every organization, there is a different mission critical asset. For manufacturing company, there will be CNC machine or PLCs or design drawings as a mission critical asset of their business. If CNC machine stop working, computer numeric control CNC machine, if it will stop functioning at the shop floor, there will be huge productivity loss. So these companies are having different mission critical assets. Hospitals are having ICU equipment. Recently, one of the lady died in Germany because ICU equipment in the hospital got impacted because of ransomware attack and it was not functioning. So doctor couldn't treat her. If you look at global attacks, there are many attacks happening on hospitals, school, colleges, manufacturing, chemical, even water supply system of the municipality in United States got hacked. And the chlorine and sodium hydroxide levels were increased to make that water poisonous for the people. So that is the impact of like state politics or the geopolitics, or nowadays we are watching many war situations, right? So the hackers are getting finance from the enemy countries and they are implementing certain cyber threats. So it is very important to protect this kind of companies, small and medium enterprises. So BDSLCCI gives you tailored cybersecurity controls. Suppose you are a manufacturing company, it gives you for 15 to 40 controls how you can protect your own business, like of manufacturing, and how you can protect CNC machine, how you can protect your different assets. So we give only tailored controls required for manufacturing company. If you are a pharma company, you will receive different 15 to 40 controls. If you are a hospital, you will receive 15 to 40 controls of hospital. And there are levels, level 1, level 2, level 3. So many companies are facing where to start and which controls should be implemented first and second and third, like that. So BDSLCCI gives you which should be first control, second control, like that. So it gives you 3 levels, level 1, level 2, level 3. To make it adoptable and it is easy to implement or deploy for small and medium enterprises, I created along with my team, we discussed a lot and we created an AI/ML based BDSLCCI.com web platform where company can come register themselves. They see entire journey of the cybersecurity implementation, and they can even get many policy document guidelines, cybersecurity awareness training for the employees, many things, 90% of the things free of cost. And they need to upload the evidences after complying certain level of the BDSLCCI. And online audit happens, like there are level 1 auditor and level 2 auditor, lead auditor and auditor. So we do online audit and we generate the certificate transcript, like mark sheet kind of stuff, as well as we give them analytical report showing the coverage and effectiveness of the controls implemented in their organization. So it helps companies to get more confidence within themselves. And when I was discussing with the companies during my research, many companies feel like I have antivirus, so I'm cyber protected. So they don't know what are the different kind of cyber threats, what are the different policies, what are the compliance requirement, they don't know. Now this BDSLCCI is also aligned with many data protection acts. Like in India, there is a Digital Privacy Data Protection Act, DPDP. In California, there is a California Privacy Act. In Singapore, there is Singapore Privacy Act. So there are many different GDPR is there. So I have mapped it with the BDSLCCI. Apart from that, suppose a company is going for cyber insurance, there is a prerequisite. There are check boxes which they need to fulfill. So that is also getting complied during BDSLCCI. And it is very easy. And it is actually reducing the cost of cybersecurity acts compared to our existing standard of cybersecurity by 6 to 10 times. Because I'm reducing the controls and it is changing yearly basis. Last year, there was a BDSLCCI 1.0 version. This year, there is a BDSLCCI 2.0 because cyber threat landscape is changing so rapidly. And now there are many sophisticated attacks, generative AI is being used, and many things are getting used. And it is very important to change according to the new cyber threats landscape. I also wrote this book, BDSLCCI. It is available in Kindle version, ebook version, and color paperback version. And it was ranked #1 in Kindle version on Amazon. And this book is available. Means we are sharing the knowledge in the book format so as it will reach many companies, many expert of cybersecurity, and they will implement it. And if you just Google out BDSLCCI, you will see hundreds of articles written in many countries about it.
Okay, that was quite insightful and interesting. To be very honest, even myself, I did not realize that multiple different industries would have different standards of cybersecurity. So that was quite eye-opening. So moving to the challenges within small and medium enterprises, what are the most common cybersecurity challenges that you've observed in SMEs? Like, and how does BDSLCCI help tackle these in specific?
So if you look at small and medium enterprises, they are having various softwares, starting from the operating system, Adobe related software or Microsoft related software. And many of them are still using pirated software. They don't understand those softwares are known as a Trojan horse in cybersecurity language. So those softwares are actually given to you free of cost or in $1, $2 because those are integrated with the malware. And once you install them, along with the software, it also installs malware, which can create malicious activities in your organization. And your data, your photographs, your many things are actually getting theft. And one day your systems are getting broken or your data is on sale on the darknet. So you don't know what you are doing. That is one thing which I have observed in almost 90 or 80% of the small and medium enterprises. Very few small and medium enterprises are investing in licensed version of the software. Second thing, I have seen there is a rise in the work from home facility. So many employees still working from home, and they are actually copying all the data of the company on their personal drive. And when they are joining another company, they are actually implementing that product design or that data they are using for another competitor. And that is also one of the outcome when during my research, where insider threat, this is known as insider threat. So it is also increasing because of work from home, and many cybersecurity controls are lagging on the endpoints. Because of that, it is happening. And third thing, many malwares, like nowadays malwares are, I already discussed, it is reaching till ICU equipment or the CNC machines also. So everything which is connected to intranet or internet or even Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, whatever is connected to anything, even the point-to-point connection, two devices are talking to each other through a connection. It is vulnerable to cyber threat. It is vulnerable for cyber attack. So these are the things which I have closely observed during my research, and I'm also working with many small and medium enterprises. Now hundreds of companies started actually using BDSLCCI. We have reached certain hundreds of companies, and many of them, dozens of companies already BDSLCCI certified. So we understand what they need. And I forgot to tell you, like there is one tool which we are giving for MSMEs, which is known as Secure Cloud Crawler, which is one of the feature of the BDSLCCI AI/ML driven platform. It is free of cost tool where companies can scan their machines and they see the report showing what are the malicious activities happening on their machine from their employees. Are their employees actually accessing dangerous websites which can bring malware, or are they are using personal website to data transfer? And again, there are certain security checks which also are performed using AI/ML technology, and we can predict if there is going to be a ransomware attack in upcoming weeks, because nowadays ransomware attack is not just encrypting your machine, it is also taking backup of your machine or files, and then it is performing ransomware or encryption kind of activities. So it is very important to understand and monitor machines or the events happening on your computer, your network. So that is also one of the plugin or one of the feature of BDSLCCI platform, which we are deploying to MSMEs, because they don't have money, they can't afford expensive solutions. So we are giving and we are trying to make it more affordable and more easy to use.
Okay, that was quite interesting. So in terms of business performance from perspective, like from your perspective, how does strengthening cybersecurity influence the overall business performance and the trust of SMEs in, the digital markets?
Like I told you, in various countries, there are very strict compliance laws. Like GDPR is in Europe is very strict compliance requirement. And if company found guilty in any cyber breach, or if they are not able to protect data of their employees as well as customer, and if that got leaked because of their they are not taking cybersecurity seriously, they are getting penalties like which are in millions. In India also, DPDP Act is talking about 10,000 rupees till 250 crore rupees kind of penalty if you are not compliance with the Data Privacy Act. You are not taking cybersecurity or data security seriously. And it is in background, it is actually in implementation. Government is working on it. Probably in coming time, there will be a lot of penalties, right? So look, these cyber attacks are not only going to hamper your business with these penalties, it will also sell the data of your customer, your intellectual property like design drawings and source code to the darknet. They will sell it on the darknet, or they will sell it to your competitor. And it is very difficult for you to sustain. How you will perform business if you are not having cybersecurity in place. And it is very important to deploy cybersecurity controls and protect data. And data or information is one of the assets in BDSLCCI. Like I told you, suppose there is a pharma company. For pharma company, there is a vaccine manufacturing computerized system. And for that, integrity of that formula is very important. Suppose there is a Covaxin, which is required for COVID. And if that parameters of the Covaxin got changed by hacker, like I told you, the water supply system got hacked and parameters were changed and water become poisonous. Similar way, in pharma company, if the medicines can be poisonous to the patient, if the parameters will get hacked and hacker will manipulate those, right? So it will no more like a medicine. So it is very important to understand if you want to perform in digital era, you want automation, you want computerized system, you want to go ahead on cloud, it is very important to think or invest on cybersecurity at the first phase itself while taking decision. You can't separate cybersecurity from your business. You should allocate budget. You should have certain budget, or if you are facing problem, at least start with BDSLCCI, where we are giving lot of affordable cybersecurity controls, recommendation, and consulting.
Got it. So as you said, in the digital era, cybersecurity cannot be separated from your business. What kind of key trends do you think SMEs should be aware about in terms of cybersecurity in the next few years?
Look, we are talking about quantum computing and many things, but I would say it is okay. Quantum computing is going to be there. It will be very expensive. It will speed up the work. But are we using the existing computer systems wisely. We are not using it yet. We are not able to protect our existing systems itself, and we are talking about quantum computing. And there are many cyber threats started with the intention of fooling people on Zoom calls. Like recently, there was a news in one of the Asian country where certain Zoom call was there, where CFO of the company came on the call, and he actually instructed the finance department employees to transfer $25 million to 15 different accounts. And because it was a visual call, the person who took instruction and he actually transferred. And after that, he came to know that was a deep fake call. So that person was not real. It was a digital call. And that is what the generative AI is leading now. Many people now in India also started getting calls where the voice is dubbed. Like I'm talking to you. If I will, you know my voice, right? So if I will call you and I will say, I'm Dr. Shekhar Pawar. We met in that interview. So I'm in trouble. Can you please transfer me 50,000? I will give it, return it by tomorrow. So you will trust and you will probably transfer the money. So this kind of activities already started in India. And since 3-4 years, it is already a trend in America. And how we can be cyber secured, how we can protect our personal and professional life. It is very important. And it starts with the behavior of the person. The employees are most vulnerable layer of the cybersecurity which hacker can break, because they just need to give some show some greed or some urgency to the employees, sending email or wishing call or anything, and the employee just clicks on the transaction link or he shares certain information and malware enters in your organization. Recently in United States, there was one cyber attack happened to one of the big company. We all know the company name. I don't want to speak about that. But there are 20,000 employees. Only one employee received one email, phishing email, showing like he got award of this year. And he clicked on that URL. Malware got installed in his machine. Within 3 hours, hacker hacked entire organization. That is the technology trend now. That is the advanced technologies we have with the hackers. And they are generally state sponsored. So as they don't have, they have a lot of money to perform such activity to get advanced technology in place. And generally, these state sponsor attack also try to hamper their enemy countries. Like we say, before 1 year or so, in Mumbai, there was a complete blackout because Tata Power was having some kind of technical issue. And later on, after a few weeks, the news came like it was a cyber attack from our enemy country. So these kind of attacks are happening. And it is very important to understand that you are not separate from this digital world or cybersecurity. You should have cybersecurity investment in place in your personal as well as professional life.
Okay. So shifting our focus towards technology, how are AI and machine learning being integrated into cybersecurity solutions? And what kind of advantages would they bring to SMEs?
Look, this AI ML, I already told you in BDSLCCI framework also, we started using AI ML, and it is benefiting because it is reducing the manual efforts, first thing, and it is reducing the time. And the software can actually study many things so easily and so perfectly. There won't be any human error, but you need to implement AI ML with the responsibility. So there is a responsible AI also. It should follow ethical guidelines, right? So it is very important. So Microsoft or us, we are developing such product of BDSLCCI. We are taking ethical practices in place. There are do's and don'ts in AI. So as it will be more easy to operate and it will not hamper any business or any person. It should not cause any health effect or any death of the employee. So you should take care. For example, if there is, say, one server room and there is a fire, in a server room, you have a passcode security at the door. You need to, or there is a biometric security, which should have some authentication and After that, you can enter in that server room. Suppose fire got caught and people are stuck in that room, then there is a decision you need to take whether to door should open or unlock automatically. But there is a risk like your data might be lost. Okay, means someone will do some theft in that server room. But if you will not do that automatic opening of the door when there is a fire held, people might die. So then you are going to take decision. And you have to teach your technologies like AI, ML, how to take decisions and ethical decisions. So human safety should be first priority, and then the cybersecurity or security of the data. And again, there are techniques where suppose there is a fire held, then hard disk will crash. So as no one can stop, no one can actually take that hard disk and run away during that fire exit. So it is very important to understand how AI ML can contribute in our life. And using AI ML, you can improve analytics. You can do many things faster. And it is not only the cybersecurity is using AI ML. Hackers are also using AI ML, and they are studying us at minute level. Whenever we are using our digital watch, they are actually recording many things, personal things also. Your mobile phone, suppose there is a malware on your mobile phone, it is actually recording your videos, taking your photographs. It is listening to you, what you are discussing with your friends and all, and it is taking certain actions against it. Might be some application on your mobile is having many permissions, and it is actually whenever you are discussing, like you want to take an iPhone next month, and with your family and friends in sitting at hall, and certainly you start getting advertised related to it, and you will feel like why social media is showing lot of iPhones at the corners. How they come to know whether I want to get iPhone? Because I was discussing with my parents, right? So you are no more separate from this world. Our identity, everything is now getting captured easily in this AI/ML world. So it is useful, but there is a dark side also. So you should be very careful, and you should always implement responsible AI. There are 12 principles of responsible AI. So whenever SME companies are adopting any AI technology, they should always ask vendor or the supplier whether it is they are adopting responsible AI methodologies.
That's great, sir. So honestly speaking, your example really did make sense. That is something everyone sees day to day in their life, that they discuss something about a product or a service and suddenly they start seeing ads. So I think that is a very real-time response to that. So, sir, you've had a very rich career in cybersecurity. So what advice would you give to young professionals who are aiming to enter this field?
There are many certifications available in the market, but I would say it is good to have some kind of technical background, like the person from computer science, either engineering or BSc, MSc, or some kind of courses can get more benefit, or electronics background. So you should have either networking, electronics, or computer programming, or some kind of background of technology. So it will help you to understand how cyber attack works, and then you can give recommended solution. Otherwise, you need to study a lot during these courses. Secondly, I'm on the panel of EC Council in the United States, which provides certified ethical hacker and certified forensic investigation certificates, CHFI and CEH. I'm actually setting exam paper questions since last 3-4 years for these exams, and I'm also content writer for them. So these certificates are very good to start with CEH. So you will learn how to perform penetration testing, how to do vulnerability assessment, and it is a good start for the freshers as a career. There are various organizations providing various certificates, but I started my career with CEH and CHFR, so I prefer it. After getting some maturity in your domain, you can either go in CISA, like Certified Information System Auditor stream, if you want to continue with the technical audits and all. Or there is a CISSP, which is also very well-known certificate, which is having a lot of things covered under one certificate. It is very difficult to crack, and that is also going to help you. there are many options. Like you can either stick to the technical stream where you will be penetrating the like ethical hacker, you will help companies to understand what are the weaknesses in their system and what are different challenges companies can face. Like I told you, ATM machine, what are the weaknesses in ATM machine? How companies or banks should resolve those weaknesses so as that ATM machine will become hack proof. So we are helping in that. So that is a technical stream where you will be using the manual efforts as well as tools-based assessment. Second thing is processes. Like every organization should follow certain processes, and processes helps people in the organization to be cyber secure. They need to follow like on the street, we are following red signal, yellow signal, or green signal. Similarly, there are do's and don'ts in the organization, and companies should or employees should adopt it. Otherwise, you have an excellent firewall, excellent antivirus on your machine, but you are still able to do malicious activities because you are pausing that antivirus or you are not configuring firewall properly. So there are certain rules, and that is also one of the area. Like ISO 27001 lead auditor is one of the good stream of the career. I also did it long back. Now, as I told you, BDSLCCI is also having its own certification where you can become BDSLCCI certified auditor. That can also be in future can be a good certification working for BDSLCCI as a freelancer or as an internal team of the companies. And there are many research opportunities also. Like there are deep tech. Recently, I consulted someone in UK University. The person is actually doing research in generative AI and cyber threats, how to identify generative AI or deep tech cyber threats and how to overcome those. So like I did doctorate in this domain of cybersecurity. There are various courses where you can do masters and again, PhD kind of courses in cybersecurity domain. So that will also help you to understand and how to do research, how to do analysis, how to give certain solution, design solutions. So that is also one of the area. So there are a lot of opportunities. And now, as you can see, there are various data privacy acts since 2018, GDPR is there. And now in India, 2023 DPDP Act is there. So there are many opportunities like data protection officer in the organization, which can be a good stream of the career.
Okay, that's great, sir. So, leading teams is a very dynamic field and it comes with its own sets of lessons. So, as a leader in cybersecurity, what major lessons have you learned about managing teams and innovating?
So, as an entrepreneur, when I left job, I was prepared actually. I was doing preparation. I did executive management from Shailesh Mehta, IIT Bombay. And the slogan of this college is unlearn, learn, relearn. And that is what I learned from this college during my course. And that course was more focused on entrepreneurship. And it is very important to take your own decisions, and managing team is very important. When I was in Capgemini, I got opportunity to lead a very big size team while I was working with banking and insurance domain of Sweden. And managing people is very important skill. And I actually wrote a book on this air team theory. It got launched in IIT Bombay in 2020 before pandemic, and due to the pandemic, actually marketing campaign left behind, but now people are reading it and they are understanding. So this book is also talking about how are the behavior pattern of the teammates. There are 10 different behavior patterns of the teammates, and I have given names to those teammate behavior patterns to the oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, like gas components. And this book is very important for latest youth who willing to know how the office politics works, how things works in the organization, how to make effective team taking many people of different behavior patterns and to achieve your goal. So this book you can check, Air Team Theory, you can check online. You will get it. You can read it in Kindle version, ebook, or even paperback. Another thing, as an entrepreneur, you are going to face challenges. Like nowadays, even when I'm promoting BDSLCCI, I'm facing a lot of challenges because companies are not even willing to invest few thousand rupees. Or even when I'm meeting people, I'm going to meet any organization. People are very less adaptive towards cybersecurity. They are saying why it is needed. We are having pirated operating system and our work is going on. Why we need it? If we are getting any virus, we are just formatting machine and our work is continuing. Okay, so now with DPDP Act, they will face problems because their data is already getting leaked. They knew their customer data is not safe, but still they are taking it lightly. So there are many bad and good experiences which you will come across. And during team management also, it will happen. So you have to learn how to lead your team and how to create a vision where everyone is contributing towards that vision. And that is how you should always treat your team at the first level. And then suppose there is a profit, then you should share your profit with the team first. And leader will always come next. So that is very important.
Okay. Lastly, for those who are looking to deepen their understanding of cybersecurity, are there any books, courses, or resources that you would recommend?
Like I already told you, many certification and there are many courses available, and even people can go for the self-learning mode also. There are a lot of material available, but it is good to go and practice in the labs because cybersecurity is all about the ground level work. Like we learn many things while doing job than the certification. So it is very important as an intern or as a fresher, you should get opportunity, and then practical knowledge will help you during this cybersecurity journey. Apart from that, I am also author of one of the chapter in this book, which is talking about global digitalized economy. And this book got published by Imral Publishing UK in last year, May. And this book is talking about lot of how digital global economy can be reached with the advanced level of technologies like AI, ML, like you already asked me in an earlier question. Apart from that, how cybersecurity or BDSLCCI can contribute in global digitalized economy. It took me 16 months of efforts to write one chapter of 33 pages in this book. And this book is available in Public Library of Canada, United States, Singapore, Australia, and many countries, and also available as a Amazon Kindle version and paperback book. You should read a lot about cybersecurity. I'm also subscriber of many such cyber news articles pages or websites and forums. And we also have a SecureClaw threat advisory page on the LinkedIn. You can just Google out SecureClaw, you will find that page on LinkedIn. Where we are posting 15 to 20 news of latest cyber attack daily basis. Why I'm saying that this domain is so rapidly changing. Yesterday, there was a different kind of cyber attack. Today, there is another kind of cyber attack. And you should always read a lot. You should always be in touch with the latest cyber threat landscape. And then only you can give suggestion to your customers or your company. So it is a lot of investment you need to do as a knowledge, to gather knowledge and to identify solutions. So I would recommend like you should go for many such interviews, videos, and you start learning many things. You should follow many such news pages and gather knowledge. Understand how cyber attack work. Think like a hacker, and then you can actually help companies to overcome hacking, right? So it is very important.
That's great. So, Dr. Pawar, thank you for sharing your invaluable insights with us today. It has been a great discussion. It is clear that businesses, especially SMEs, have a lot to gain from implementing robust cybersecurity measures and staying informed about the latest trends in the field. So, to our viewers, we hope that you found this discussion enlightening. If you're interested in learning more about cybersecurity and Dr. Pawar's work, check out the links in the description below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on all our latest content. Thank you for watching and see you in the next episode of Boardroom Beats.
Thank you, Amreen. Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
team also. Thank you.
Thank you.